Hey, what up everyone? I'm Sinnycool and this is Gems of War. And today we're going to be going over everything we didn't go over yesterday because I could not stream yesterday. So that's going to mean Indrajits Palace teams, high, mid, and low. That's the one I'm actually working on, but it's kind of a weird situation where I'm like too far. I don't know, it's a thing. You know what I mean, if you've been there before. Maybe I'll explain it when we get there. And it's Tuesday, so I don't know. We got the Underspire, we'll go over that. Teams for that. Hopefully high, mid, and low, something like that. At least a couple teams high and low. The weekly preview, SOULFORGE, event key drop table, all that business. And yeah, the only thing we don't need to do is the invasion teams. I could show you what I'm using right now for invasion because I've had more time with it, so I could show you what I'm using. It's just kind of like a combination of what I showed you yesterday. But yeah, appreciate y'all watching those videos. I put one out Sunday for the Vault event. I put one out yesterday for the invasion. If you're watching those, I appreciate it. It is what it is at this point. We're streamers now. We're streamers. I'll have to check on that community tab too. We have a community tab poll going about the last members only video. Let me see where it's at. All right, it's got 17 votes. We got like 140 members. That's kind of light, but it is what it is. I guess, hey, if you voted, you got more weight. And whatever you put has more weight, and you get to decide because you voted. But hey, if you're a member out there and you haven't voted yet, I'll leave it up for another couple days. And yeah, it's like, do we want to release it now? Do we want to keep it members only forever? Do we want to release it in July after I put up the next one? Do we want to release it in July on July 1st, basically? So if you haven't voted yet and you're a member, which you might not even know if you're a member or not, because sometimes you get gifted, and yeah, I don't know if it notifies you or what. How does that work? Anybody out there know? Like, if you get gifted and you're not at the stream at the time, does it tell you about it? Because I feel like people seem to know when they've been gifted, and I don't think I've ever been gifted before, so I don't know. Because I don't really, not that I'm complaining, I'm just saying, like, I've never been in a situation where I could be gifted, I guess. But yeah, right now what's winning is release it in July after you put out the next members only video, and that makes sense. So that's probably what's going to happen. Which July 15th will be the next members only video. I'm going to release them like on the 15th of every month or around there, before the 15th of every month, so it could come sooner. But let me get everything set up here, and then I'll jump into the chat. I see Sauna, Mark, Stacy. I will put in chapters because there's going to be quite a bit today. I need to hurry and not fiddle fart around. I did see a house yesterday. It went okay. It went pretty good. It's just a lot of money. A lot of money. There was monies everywhere. Like, things I didn't even think about. It's crazy. So, even if we had the first and last, like usually you expect, there was multiple other things on top of that I did not expect. And we were already like getting down to the wire as far as being able to do the first and the last. And I was kind of worried about just that, depending on how much it was going to be. And then they just added all this other stuff on top of it. Like, it's so annoying. But we do like the place. It's not like a super duper step up from where we're at, but like it's like the area's better and the place is a little bit better, and it'd be kind of a sideways step just to get out of this place. Like, this place is terrible, so going to a similar size place with a similar everything almost, we're kind of paying to get out of this area that we're in. And then we'll get a house eventually. Like, we're not planning on staying. Like, if we move to this other one, we're not planning on staying there forever. It's going to be like a 3 to 5 year type of deal. And then we're going to try to get a house. But it was cool. I like it. Like, I would take it right now if there wasn't so much money involved. Like, it was way more than I was expecting. Just things I didn't even think about that they were charging for. It's nuts. So I don't know. Maybe I'll explain in more detail, but we'll see. Do I got everything? I got the title, I got the description. I'm not going to do a thumbnail. I put it on the playlists. I'm not a robot. We got the tags. The game is Gems of War. And I think we're good there. So now I jump into the chat. And then we'll get started. I didn't get to ask y'all how you did on Vault Keys. Let me know in the chat right now how you did on Vault Keys, or let me know in the comments after the stream. I appreciate anybody lurking. I appreciate anybody watching after the fact. Luckily, the new account playthrough is fun, is all I will say. Jeez. Alright, we got Maka, Sana, Stacy, Mark, Lester's here. What up, Lester? We were both summoned to Tacit's chat last night as demons. They were talking about me, and then I popped up. They were talking about Lester, then he popped up. Dez says, "Hey, Cinny and Sinner. Sorry not been about. I have cerebral palsy and had a bad fall and dislocated my knee. Ouch, dude. I hope you get well soon. Get well soon, brother." I feel like you've still been around a little bit, though. It hasn't been enough for me to say you're surfing in Hawaii. But appreciate you, bro. You're still around even when you're hurt. I heard from Neophyte. Mark says 326 vault keys, not as good as last month. Maka says 2 gap, and without gap, only up to 10 goblins. Maka said first message, yay. Y'all can hear me right, okay? You can hear me okay, alright? Is what I meant to say. Lester says he's 69th in chat, 69th in your heart. It's Banana Man. Yeah, sorry to hear about that, Des. Thank you so much, Sana, for the gifted. It went to somebody there. I don't know who that is. It's cool, though. We don't care who it goes to. It could go to Mr. Beast, for all you know, when you gift a membership. That's the fun part. Might go to Mr. Beast. Might go to Joe Rogan. It might go to Tacit the Terror. You don't know who it's going to go to. It could be... It's fun. Alright, I think I'm going to do, Indrajits Palace first, because it's the event of the day. And it might be what people are looking for, the couple of people. Might be what a couple of people are looking for, so I'm going to go ahead and do that. Then we'll wrap back around. I got 309 of vault keys. I'm going to buy this. I'm looking for magic. I'm looking for purple deeds. I've got every color, and I've got every color. I've got each color to 20. So I've wrapped back around to purple. That's why I'm buying purple. It's going to be different for everybody, but purple's usually a good purchase either way. Let's see. We got Indrajits Palace today. Did I spell it right? I think I did. Des says, Cindy, I liked your 20 underrated troops video. Thank you. Yeah, that's the members only video. Alright, how are we going to do this? I don't want to run through the entire floor, so what I think I'm going to do is, let's do this in, okay, so, let's explain it, let's put a chapter in, and then I'll go do teams in the underworld, which is no different, really, as far as showing you teams. So let me put a chapter in for the start of the faction event, which would be Indrajits Palace start. And that'll be 8, we'll say 9. 9-minute mark about, which is terrible. I wish it was more like the 5-minute mark, but oh well. Mark says, you don't have to play, but can you just tell what team you would use for Underspire? Nah, we're going to do it, bro. We're going to do it. Unless you got to go. If you got to go, I can show you my team real quick. Hey, here's a team. Let's see. Am I? Okay, anyway. Okay, Indrajits Palace, let's go. So it's a Tuesday faction event. Y'all know how that goes. You try to do it for free, usually. You don't buy up in the shop. It's one of the events where you don't buy up in the shop. There's only a couple. The class event, the Tuesday faction event. Those are the two where you don't have to buy up in the shop. Unless you need the weapon, of course. If you need that weapon for collection purposes, buy up to the weapon and then go as far as you can. But it's a Tuesday. I don't like doing the 500 on a Tuesday normally, so I just try to do it for free and get all these rewards for free. So like everything here, you get for free. No gem investment at all. And if there is a gem investment, it'll be just for the Stage 8 rewards, and it's just 30 gems. That's the most it can ever cost if you do it right. A lot of the time, you'll get it done for free. Sometimes you'll have to spend 30 gems to get that Orb of Chaos, and that is a good deal, so do it. So I'm not buying up in the shop. You know, you have your horde level stats. You have your horde level potions. It's fine. You don't need to buy up in the shop unless you need the weapon. So that is faction events on Tuesday in my opinion. Because I am doing this one right now. And if I was ever going to do one to 500 on a Tuesday, it would probably be today. But as you can see, I'm already on 270. I'm more than halfway. Like, I would have to start from 20. I only technically have to go to 90 to get all rewards. That would be another 200 levels just to get back to where I was. And that's a lot of extra work when I could just continue. I could just do it every day, 3 times a day. It would be easier, but it would just... You'd have to cram it all into one day. So you have to ask yourself, are you willing to cram it all into one day and spend 3 to 5 hours on a faction event? So it's up to you. It is cool to get it done on a Tuesday. I just never do it myself. I got Horde 111, and let's start showing some teams. And, man, do I have to really run this? Alright, let's just run it real fast. Here's a high-level team for you. This is my purple, Stellarix team, because you can't do Takshakas. And you get to use a hero, so you can level some hero experience. So if you've been looking for a Stellarix team where you can level some hero, here you go. So we'll do a high level, mid level, and low level. This will be the high level. And I'll put a chapter. 11:45. Save. I love how... Des says, and I'm trying to save Underworld Shard so I can do Tuesday Faction without the Underworld bonuses. Trying to save shards so you can do it without the bonuses. Yeah, you can do it without. You can do it without. You can do the shop if you want. If you're saving shards for some other faction, if you're in that portion of the game, that makes sense. I see what you mean. Like on a week-to-week basis for most people that are late mid-game or early end-game or anywhere in the end-game, you're gonna, have some horde level, and it's gonna be easy to do a faction event on a Tuesday without buying up in the shop. But yeah, if you're a lower level player or an early mid-game player, you might need to buy up in the shop. I used to buy up to like the second potion, or the weapon, of course, but if you already have the weapon, like the second potion is a nice place to buy up to, because you get the explode and the enchant. Those are like the 2 most important early potions. So yeah, if you have to, you can buy in the shop. If you have 0 horde level and you're working on some other faction, if you're in the portion of the Underworld journey where you're doing City of Thieves 3 times a day and you've yet to get all the troops or all the hordes at 100, then yeah, you could buy up a couple in the shop just to make it easier. But you could still do it for free too. The reason I do it for free is because I have horde level and potions, and I don't need more just to get to 90 to get all rewards. Yeah, as far as vault goes for me, I did the bare minimum as far as I'm concerned, 309, but it didn't take me out. Like the hours that it took was less than usual, so I did good. I wish I could have done more. Like, I got those 309 in record time. The only portion where I was probably going slow was on stream. Because I'm doing frame-perfect inputs, like you saw if you've seen the video. So my battles are going as fast as possible. And I'm, like, not messing around when I'm, doing that. Alright, so that was the high-level team, and, now we can go to 50 and show the mid. So we got red and purple. What would we do? You could just dump these 2 off. You could use Thrall and Leprechaun if you want. Red, I think of Tesla. I think of, like, for mid-level. Tesla. What else? Anybody have a troop they want to see? Yoke is here. What up, Yoke? Yoke got 400. Nice. That's sick, dude. That's a good mark. That's what I would hope for. I wish I could get 400. That's solid. Sana was sick this vault weekend, so not many keys, sadly. But hey, next time you'll do better. Yeah, they come once a month, so it's not a huge deal. Of course, I would implore you to do as much vault as you can. But if you're sick, of course, there's always next time. Yeah, I hope you get to feeling better. Anybody want to see anything? Foxfire King? Let's go. That's a good one. And that's an Underworld Legendary. So it's simple to get. It's one that when I mention all the Underworld troops you should get that I sometimes forget. Is it a legendary? Let's just do A to Z. The Foxfire King, is it a the? I think it is. That might have been my problem there for base rarity. The Foxfire King, right? Yep. So, great troop, Underworld troop, easy to get. Can 50% start it. You might only need one early, too. Like, we could do this. We could do, like, King Aberon. Where he'd be a K. You could do 2 later if you want, but, it's always like a thing. Do you do 2 or do you do 1? Do you want to get them up faster, or do you need 2 of them because you're not one-shotting? Eventually, you might change the team as you go. And then we haven't used the wand yet, so I'm going to use it. I try not to do Stellarix for every team. I try not to do wand for every team, but I'm going to use it at least once. So let's do it now. And something like that. Foxfire King should take care of stuff. You might want to put 2 on there and drop one of either the Leprechaun or King Aberon later. But for now, I think it's going to be okay. And for class, we got a whole bunch of green, and you know what that means. If you've been paying attention, whenever I have a bunch of green, I do Archer. And you can just put green here, too. And then we have a bunch of red as well. Oops. And we have no yellow other than the wand. You don't count the wand when you're looking for a banner. You can minus stuff that's on the wand, because the wand does every single color. It's not going to hurt the wand to lose one color, and you have to lose something. So let's say Spirit Fox banner, which makes sense. So here's the mid-level team. Guess if I show the team code before the fight, that could work. Indrajits mid. 18. Save. And you could just replace Foxfire King with Tesla, and maybe drop the King Aberon and put something else there like Thrall or another Tesla. Well, let's see how it goes. I don't know what kind of medals I got on. Captain Saltclaw, yeah. He's one that people don't think of very often. He was good for something. Was that last week or this week? It was this week. It was an invasion, like early invasion. Captain Saltclaw is pretty good. An early invasion. These two, I don't need either one of them. So, yeah. See you later, buddy. I guess we'll run through it. I don't know why I'm... Well, in the Underworld, I can just run through it straight. Like, in the event, the faction event, I have to do every single room. So it feels like I get locked in. And I don't like that. Because I want to get through these as quick as possible, so... We can just hit a 2... and go to the boss. You will do this at one point. Eventually you're going to rush through and not do all the rooms, but that's after you get all rewards. So make sure you get all rewards first if you're going to go further than that. Then you can rush to the boss. That's how it works when you're going for 500. Kind of do all the rooms until you get all rewards. Or not even, you don't even have to go to all rewards, but close, and then you can just rush to the boss. Is what I'm doing right here, but this is the Underworld, not the event. Ooh, 74 away. Hey, that's a good time. That might be a time to do it, Sana. If you're that close, it's not like it's always a no-no. See, he's already not one-shotting, but I might not. I think I don't have Nishas on. It would one-shot, so. And this is level 50, like 50 with the Nisha. It would one-shot, I think. Yeah, I have all Orpheus because I was doing Citadel Wars last night. Which I still haven't lost a single battle, I don't think. So with Nisha's on, we would have crushed that. Alright, last one. Low-level team. You would be in the event, not down here. Obviously. Sorry. No wand. No this. No that. So for low-level team... most likely you're going to do Triple Ferocity, Rage Reaver, or you're going to do... you could do Triple Cunning Stone Slicer, you could do Gargoyles. It's mostly what I think about when I see red and purple. We should probably just do Gargoyles. It's always a good choice. For the weapon, you could just go Mountain Crusher if you want. You're gonna have to... that's one of those weapons that never gets old. Or Obsidian Librum if you will. Let's do the old Mountain Crusher though. Class, I'm gonna go... you could do Geomancer to 50% stardom because they're constructs. And then banner would be brown for sure. And we got brown, red, green, purple. If we could do brown, red, that'd be cool. And there you go, the gate banner. I'll show the team code beforehand and put in the chapter. Because I know this team works. Like all these teams, I know they work type stuff. I don't have to make sure they work. 2230. And this is good. I would use this myself. Like, if I just happen to not feel like changing my team, I'm confident enough in Gargoyles, I would use it myself. I'm not, sometimes I just don't even switch back to the other teams. I'll just leave it on the low-level team because that's how much I recommend them. I don't mind using this. Especially if you need to level Geomancer. It's not that bad. It's like 2 shots instead of 1. But Sana running out there. What are we doing today, Sana? If you're not feeling so well, let's what can you do out there? Sana runs out there puking her guts out. Who is gonna help? We have a lady in distress. I got you, I'm out there. I'm holding your hair out of your face. I'm getting a bucket. Got you, I got you. I'll bring you some Tums. Some Pepto-Bismol. Can rub your tummy for you. Give you some crackers and some soda. A little Coca-Cola. You gotta sip it now. You gotta sip it. Won't be chugging it. You're just gonna hurt your belly more. You gotta sip it. I got you. You're out there all by your lonesome. I got stuff. I'm gonna help you. I'm like oh, Mark running out there, baby. He says, you know, we don't need the Sinny god from the heavens. I got you, bro. He takes over. He brings out a hairband to keep the hair out of her face. Bring in some wet wipes. Clean yourself up a little bit. Thank you, Mark. The Help Sana Fund. Sana's blowing chunks. Mark runs out to help. There was divine intervention, but he answered our prayers. Can't just leave a lady out there in distress. I had to do the divine intervention. Sorry. Alright, I showed the team code, right? So that is the faction event. So you're gonna go do it for free if you can. I'll probably just blow through it with this because I want to level Doomsayer. And that was the first team I showed you. Alright, next up, let's just do the weekly preview because I usually do Underspire on Monday, so let's just go do the weekly preview because it's kind of. We'll do the holiday event if I didn't mention the holiday event. Just a summer holiday one they made up. Summer holiday event. Ooh, Sana got Diamantina. Congratulations. Great job. Congrats. Congratulations and congrats. Sana with another one with the Mike Sheard. All right. Feel like we haven't seen Mike in a minute, but he is the other Mike, and we love the other Mike. We love both Mikes. You got it? Good job. Nice work. Yoke says, so after getting Stellarix or Diamantina, does your gem stat go back up? Yes, it does, by quite a bit, especially if you're buying the dungeon offer every day. Because I was. Especially once I got the different dragons and it wasn't RNG anymore. That was my cue to start buying the dungeon offer to get the extra Dragonite. If you're doing that beforehand, that's why I don't like buying it in the PvP shop. It's like you're using something gold marks, which you could use on books, where you would 100% need the thing that you're buying. If you use gold marks on Dragonite before you have all the dragons, you're buying a resource, and only a little bit of a resource, and you're adding it to the pile, and then you're going for a gem dragon, and then you may or may not get the one you need. It's not a for sure thing. You know me with for sure things in this game. I'm willing to wait. I have a lot of patience. And, you know, I want the sure thing. So I'm going to use gold marks on books. I'm not going to use gold marks on a scratcher. I'm not going to go buy a $10 scratcher. I'm going to go buy a $10 thing at a yard sale and then go sell it for $20. You know what I mean? But yeah, it definitely goes up, especially if you're buying the dungeon offer for Dragonite. Because then you no longer have to do this. And that's after you get both of them. Because there's things you can, like, get done. Epic Trials you can get done. Diamantina and Stellarix you can get done. Once they're done, your gem stack will go back up. You got something done that you no longer have to spend gems on. But Sana powered up. She is now super healthy. She got the Panacea. She was cured. Maybe you were bit by a zombie and then you got the cure. Alright, here we go. Let me put a chapter in, then we'll do the weekly preview. Weekly preview. Got the 28:30-ish. Save. Alright, so I didn't get to do it yesterday. We're going to do it now. I'll try to go quickly, because I'm sure you've already seen one of these. Bear the Heat. Play a new holiday event and earn currency for the holiday store. Unlock a new legendary troop, a new pet, and even some new armor. Ghosts of Lizard's Past. New ultra-rare troop, Ghoulmoth. Get this troop with glory from the rewards tab of the shop. The Frostbound Sword. The campaign has started. New rewards every week. Don't miss out. 61 days left. Invasion. Help your guild defeat enemy towers this week. Build a team from a troop type Raksha and invade every day. I have a video yesterday. It's freaking 8 minutes. It's got 3 teams on it. High, mid, and low. Let's go. Indrajits Palace. Earn extra faction rewards in this event. A great chance to earn extra chaos shards in progress. We just did that. There's chapters. High, mid, and low. Week of Pride Lands. All Pride Lands troops gain 10% to skills. Week of Raksha. All Raksha gain 10% to their skills. And bonus glory. Use the Ghoulmoth in PvP to gain 5 glory. SOULFORGE. I kind of peeked at this, I think. It's like kind of okay. We got Web Spinner. Cool. Queen Aurora. I'll put them in order. That's the fun part. We got Megavore. We got Pharaoh Nefertani. We got Quilt Zalma. So, I think Megavore is the best one this week for Mythics. It's not a top 10 or anything, but it is a cool Mythic. It's a powerful, cool Mythic. It's just not a top 10. Might be a top 20. It's probably borderline top 20. It depends how you're ranking these things. Ironhawks, Dragons, blah, blah, blah. 24 blue, red, brown, Blackhawk, Merfolk Monster. Eliminates all armor from all enemies. Imagine if enemies have a ton of armor and every single enemy has a ton of armor. That's a lot of damage. Then you deal damage to an enemy, so pretty much true damage, and submerge myself. What most people use it for, though, is the death below, the 8% chance to kill the last enemy in 4 or 5 gym match, and you just loop, 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 loop. You get an 8% chance every time you loop. It's also impervious. So it's a fun, powerful mythic that just isn't a top 10 or probably not a top 15, but it's fun. You can put it with Sycorax, that's what I'd do. You can put it with Rowan and knock all their armor off and then hit them with a Rowan. It's cool. It's got its uses in multiple teams. So best mythic in there right now. Next up, Queltzama. 26 green, yellow, purple, Suncrest, Divine Strix. Deal scatter damage boosted by chosen gem color, except yellow. Then create 10 yellow gems and remove all gems of the chosen color. 20% chance to resurrect myself with full mana when I die and summon a light storm at the start of battle. This is great for the Strix restriction in PvP. Ever since Egress got nerfed, this is the way to go when that pops up in PvP. So it has its uses as well. It's decent. It's just not a top 10, and it's probably not a top 20, but it's up there. It's a nice little A- tier mythic type of deal. Especially when it does the Eternal Dawn, like, you die and then you resurrect with full mana. But most of the time, you're just going to be loop-de-looping with it, and remove the color that's the most numerous on the board, make a ton of yellow, loop back into itself, do it again. It's cool. Alright, we got Pharaoh Nefertani and Queen Aurora. Let's give it to the Unicorn, I guess. They're pretty close, though. Pretty mid, above average. 24 green, yellow, purple, Silverglade, Divine Beast. Give all other allies barrier. And 42 life. Create 10 gems of a chosen color. Chat with the 2 with the 2! Thank you so much, bro. You're a legend. Rainbow Link gain bonus mana from all gym matches. That's cool. That's the only troop in the game that can give you bonus mana to every single color. It's not used very much these days. It's a pretty old mythic, but back in the day, it was used. And it's still not horrible. Like, if you like unicorns, you could force it onto a team. It's not bad. It's above average these days. So. We got Pharaoh Nefertani, 24 red, yellow, brown, Kitar, undead. Deal damage to an enemy boosted by death marked enemies. Curse and disease all enemies. It only hits one enemy. It death marks, which is kind of random. It's not my favorite, but sometimes it's okay. So that was the mythics. If you're going to get anything, you should probably get Megavore, but most people should just keep saving if you don't have all the top 10s yet. Legendaries, though, we got Web Spinner. Web Spinner's cool. It's probably going to be the best legendary. We got Basilisk. We have Abragonia, and we have Essentia. So yeah, I would say Web Spinner is head and shoulders above the rest. It's a top 5, top 10 legendary, but you know how it goes with legendaries. You only want to craft like Tesla, because you want to save your diamonds for mythics. Legendaries are easier to get than mythics. You don't want to waste your diamonds. It's kind of like using diamonds on Dragonite. If you were to use Dragonite on... Hold on. Let me start over. If you were to use gold marks on Dragonite, that would be like using diamonds on a legendary. It's not horrible, but it's not the best way to do things, and it's not the patient way to do things. You want to do gold marks on books, you want to do diamonds on mythics. Because they're both harder to get than the other thing. 16 blue, greens, all carry Daemon. Deal damage to all enemies and poison them. Create 9 green gems. Deal triple skull damage to poisoned and webbed enemies, and guess what? It inflicts web when doing skull damage. So every time you hit them with skulls, they're going to get triple skull damage, unless they're immune to web. And it's cool, too. Like, the spell's cool, too. It's kind of like a Tak Shaka in my... Like, it has an awesome third trait, and that's the reason you use it. But then the spell is also pretty good. Kind of like a Tak Shaka would be. You're hitting all enemies. You can maybe loop on green. It's not quite enough to loop, but it's almost enough to loop. And it uses green, and the trait is amazing. I love this troop. I don't get to use it as much as I would like, but it's one of those. Like, you know it's amazing, you know it's awesome, but you just don't get to use it as much as you would want to. It's freaking sweet. Next up, probably stupid Essentia, because you want that 50% start for dragons. Everything else about it is horrible, but hey, it's the 50% start for dragons. You want all those, you want all the 50% starts, so that would be next. We got Abragonia, and we have Basilisk. I guess Abragonia, just because it hits all enemies. 16 green, red, Drifting Sands, Elemental Dragon. Deal damage to all enemies and inflict bleed on them. Bleed a random enemy with matching green gems. It's kind of like a thing, maybe, if it's a world event, you need something that hits all enemies in a certain restriction, and you don't have mythics, and you happen to have that. Basilisk, 17 blue, brown, Mist of Scales, monster beast. Deal true damage to an enemy if the enemy is poisoned. Deal double damage. Then deal 40 true damage again if they are stunned. Deal double damage. Just too much, like, weird. You have to, too much setup for not enough result, pretty much. It's like the best thing in its epic trial, I think, but that's about all. Oops, don't want to do that. Alright, weapons. What is this? Death Rights? I don't have it, so come to Sinnycool channel and you can find, I guess, right? Come to Sinnycool channel and you can know when something goes into the SOULFORGE for the first time. Because I don't have any of this, and I have everything. So this is the first time that this has been available in the SOULFORGE. Have you heard that anywhere else? Death Rights. Get it if you're free to play. Explode a column. Create a Deathmark gem for each skull or purple gem in the chosen column. I'm just getting it for collection purposes. I don't think it's amazing or anything, but I didn't have it, and now I do. We got Burning Pride. You want to get that in the invasion event. Not here, unless you're like super strapped for gems. Shadow Hunter's Claw, Shadow Hunter's Poop, Doomed Dagger, Doomed Plunger. Twin Claws is decent, blows up green, Beast Allies, summon a Beast Troop, it's one of those. Indrajits Claw, not good. Blackmane's Claw, red and brown for each Raksha ally and some damage. You need to make a full team of Raksha to use it. It'll come in handy here and there. Spear of the Pride, Spear of the Poop. Cat's Paw, deal damage, Pride Lands allies, green and red for Pride Lands allies. So just make a full team of Pride Lands if you're going to use that. Rope Dart, eliminate all armor from an enemy and deal damage and then pull them to first position. And it has an extra turn. So this is a really good weapon. You should get it. You should not leave this week without it. We were talking about not changing your shards directly into diamonds because, hey, if you need yellow or blue jewels today, you could use those shards to get some more yellow and blue jewels if you're short. If anybody's short and can't get Rope Dart, it's probably your own fault, honestly, because you probably changed your shards into diamonds. And I said, that's a no-no. Just take the L as a lesson instead of a loss. Beastly Bow, deal damage to an enemy boosted by beast allies, then create a mix of green and yellow for each beast ally. It's another one of those, just make a full team of beasts. So yeah, as far as the entire SOULFORGE goes, get Rope Dart, and then if you want to get anything else, if you got a blicky to your head, I can't say the other word, then get Megavore, I guess. And then you got Web Spinner after that. So, Rope Dart, Megavore, Web Spinner. Russet Fox is here. Good to see ya. Let's see if I can catch up in the chat real fast. Thank you, Dez. Appreciate it. He said invasion video is great. Try to make it as short as possible with just teams on it. Like, it's probably the shortest video out there if you need invasion teams. Today is Sauna Day. I agree. Mark says my gem stack quadrupled after Stella. Mrs. Nugent got her 6th copy of Garnisherlin last night. She needs Imaldrin and keeps getting dupes. I've been there. Professor says they should just say armor. It's a repeat again. Professor says I'll trade my 5 copies of Emerald for a Sapphire. Des says gutted, didn't have enough diamonds for Megavore. Oh no. You still got, hey, it's the week after the Vault event. You still got all week with the dungeon. You know, it could still happen, but it's kind of hard to get a mythic on the week of because you can't really get, 4,000 diamonds in 1 week. But if you're close, you could, especially if you have a bunch of vault keys. Just open them up and do the dungeon. Dupes do get out of hand, especially on Diamantina. Des says, do you think Ironhawk will show up soon? I don't know. We would have to look at the Terran's World, and I can't even decipher Terran's World, really, as far as the SOULFORGE. Some people keep way better track than me of the SOULFORGE, But you got to see every single mythic. It's a rotation. It's a cycle. And, I don't know. It's hard to read this stupid thing on Terran's World for me. I've never sat there and, like, studied it. So, but there's a thing on Terran's World if you want to really... SOULFORGE history. Troops. We can go see when was the last time we saw Ironhawk. Which kind of gives you an idea. Let's type it in. Ironhawk. Last time we saw it was... I guess 26 weeks ago? January 2024? We got 4 per week? I don't know how many mythics there are, though. So that's how you would figure it out. We haven't seen it since late January. It is now mid-June. So yeah, it should be popping up relatively soon. I can't give you the exact date because it's random, but you will see it. It's a guarantee. I just don't know when. And the longer it's been, the more likely it is to appear. Sauna says, what I did was craft the weapon after 3 dragons, so I already had that. Doing the same with Stella now. That's not bad. You're getting something out of the way. Yoke says, what do you all think is going to be more rewarding? Getting all the classes to 100 or completing all the pure factions? Completing all the pure factions because it's way harder. Getting classes to 100 is just like a tedious, long process, but it's easy. The process is long and hard, but it's easy. You just gotta down, explore 1 over and over and over. That's it. Pure Faction 500 can be really hard. Hellgate is horrible. Like, some of them are terribly hard, and it costs tons of gold. And, like, getting classes to 100 costs you 0 resources. It just costs time, which I'll take any day. Pure Faction 500 now will cost you tons of gold, could cost you tons of gems, and time. So, Pure 500 is way more like a good accomplishment. Maka says, exactly, Sunny, spend gold stars and gems wisely. Professor says, word on the weapon lady, super wise move, then there's something done. Yeah, if you keep getting the same duplicates over and over and over and you want to feel like you got something done, go do the weapon if you can. Mark says, would Web Spinner be the best troop to use on top of a triple Eye of Argus team? Yeah, that's good. That's really good. Web Spinner with Queen Beatrix, that's good too. Class and pure after. Don't forget the rope dart, right? Rope dart and Ubistet killed you. Professor says I have 27 duplicates between Stella and Diamantina. I wouldn't have... Got mad disenchanted when I hit 7 Topaz. Dang, Professor. I forget how many dupes I got. It was like... I only got like, I would say like 12 total. Yeah, that's what's left. We got to figure out what's left in the SOULFORGE, and then once every mythic has been seen, the cycle starts over. But then it doesn't guarantee you're going to see Ironhawk on the first week. It's going to be random. All the mythics will go back into the pool, and then it's random. So it could be up to however many weeks. You got to divide the mythics by 4. And that's how many weeks it could be. Anyway, I did the SOULFORGE. Let's go do the shop, I guess, right? Let me put another chapter so people can skip all the chat reading. Weekly preview / SOULFORGE. And then we have Glory Shop, Event, Key, TRAITSTONE, and whatever. That's enough. 44.30. Save. Alright, let's go. So this is the shop, you know, get your spoils of war, of course. The only place I don't do that, like my baby account with barely any glory, like I want to start buying the spoils of war, but I'm going to have to wait just a little bit, because it's 1800, and that's quite a bit for a super duper level 51 beginner. But we got Ghoulmoth. 13, purple brown, Pride Lands, Undead Monster, deal damage to the first 2 enemies, create 2 ghost gems, then destroy 8 gems. 15% chance to create a ghost gem when my turn begins. I don't know, man. It's just like a soul troop. They got to put them in, and it doesn't seem that great. We got purple and brown TRAITSTONEs right now, though. You can get as many as you want. Go level up those, or go fully trait those mythics and legendaries. Let's look at those. I go over every brown-purple troop, but, you know, mostly it's going to be mythics and legendaries that you're going to use those trait stones on. Okay, so we got Uber Doomstorm here. Archproxy of Indra. Could use the trait stone on that. You got Phoenix. Bless and enchant a random ally when a match 4 or more gems. You got Mandragora, if that's your thing. Web. It's not my thing. Ferris Ra. You know, not used very much these days, but it's notable. Necromaster. Obsidious, once again, another thing that's been replaced by other things, but still a nice troop. Earthquake, stun all enemies in 4 or 5 gym match. You know, Yasmin does an entangle. Chernobog has that dust storm every turn. That's the other one. Somebody was asking. Or we were talking about, like, what troops have perpetual storms. I think it was me and Chad and Tacit's chat or something. He was talking about it'd be cool if there was a skull storm, like a perpetual skull storm. And that was a good idea. And the closest thing to that is Scylla, who does a Bone Storm on 4 or 5 gym match. So if you're looping, you can have one at the start of every turn. But there are troops that have a storm at the start of every turn, like Chernobog, who has a Brown Storm. It like just keeps going over and over and over. As long as he's alive and he's not stunned, you're going to have a Brown Storm for the whole fight. It conjures it every time his turn begins, so it just starts over. Over and over and over. There's like only a couple troops in the game that do a storm like that. Glaceon has a bunch of good traits. Or he has that 65... He doesn't have a bunch, but he has 65% skull reduction, which is cool. You know, just doing off the top of my head, so I might miss a couple. Experiment's kind of fun. We have Daughter of Ice and Power Converter, red to blue. Just doing all the purple-brown. I think this guy has... No, never mind. Anything else? Drake Rider has that 100% chance to summon a Drake on death, which is sweaty wrestler, but notable. Sweaty wrestler. It's like the trick and treat. You never use it on offense, but hey. You could annoy somebody real good with that. Alright, event key drop table is Pride Lands. Let's check it out. What can you get right now with event keys? It's the only thing you can get with event keys. If you open event keys, you're only going to get Pride Lands troops. It's always whatever the Kingdom Week is. So don't think you can get, like, Ironhawk right now with event keys. It's not how event keys work. That's not how shiny keys work. Those are different. Alright, so the mythics are Aravatar, Leo, and Aravatar, Leo, Ubistet, and Umanath. So it's a real find the peanut in the poop pile. You would want to get Ubistet if possible, but it's going to be difficult. So I don't recommend Pride Lands for event keys because, first of all, Ubistet's not a top 10. Second of all, you know, it's the peanut in the poop pile. It's going to be really hard to get. And, yeah, that's basically why. And then, like, what's your consolation prize here? Sekma? She's underrated, but not used quite so much. You would have to build your own team, make your own team, because there's probably no teams out there. But she's okay. She's, like, just underrated. And, you know. So, pretty bad event key to do. You would be really, really hoping on that Ubistet, and you probably won't get it. So, and then your consolation prize is freaking Sekma, and that's it. So, don't throw event keys, probably. What else is going on this week? Let me check up on the chat a little bit. Anita's here. What up, Anita? Russet says, I got 1 Ironhawk this week from a guild chest. Now only need 2 more. That's good, though. You get to secure it. It's like getting the weapon. Like Sana got the weapon for her Stellarix or whatever. Like, you're securing that Ironhawk for... now you don't need as many. You don't have to save up 8,000 diamonds. You can save up 4,000. So it's always nice to get 1 Ironhawk. You can't really do anything with it. but it's just nice to have it. That way, you're investing in your future. So that's good. That's really good. Congratulations, Russet Fox. Yeah, all you need is 2 to really... It's almost better to have 2 because you never have to switch between teams. When you have 3, you got to switch back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. But it is faster. Dez got rope dart. Good job, dude. I still use it to this day. It's one of those. Like, there's some weapons you could say, yeah, but when are you going to use it? Like Dawnbringer, sometimes you'll use it, but just every once in a while. Dustbringer, you like almost have to force yourself to use it. But rope dart, you will use it here and there. Alright, what else is going on this week? So, of course, we got a holiday event going on. You got the invasion going on. Your campaign's going on. You're going to be doing your adventure board, your dungeon, your XP booster, etc. Tuesday we have Indrajits Palace, which is today. Tomorrow we got Son of Tau. That's the pet for Pride Lands. Thursday we have Sunspear class event. Sunspear is the best. Sunspear is the best fire class, so the best class like red class. It has a Firestorm. It has the Fire Blade. The only thing it's lacking is the 50% start. I think it has Entangle. It has like Freeze or something. Like it has a lot of good stuff, but it's just missing that one thing, and it would be amazing. It's the first fire class you want to get to 100, Sunspear. Friday we have a bounty event, so we're gonna get a bounty troop, a new bounty troop. But run Tesla with 3 bounty troops with the bounty captain. Run Queen Beatrix. Run Red Macaco. It's really easy. Bounty's pretty easy these days. You don't have to do 4 bounty troops as long as you buy up to like the right amount in the shop and everything. But that's what's going on this week, pretty much. Want to check out the holiday event, I guess? Anita with the gifted, thank you so much. Went to Adam Go. That person has been here before, so that's cool. Yeah, you only need 1 more to run whatever. Like, yeah, basically Vault event, but no, Ironhawks are mostly known for Vault event. Going after verses, doing gaps. Hunting gnomes. What do you have 4 of, Chad? Professor says I have 27 duplicates. Yeah, we read that. Dang, that's so many. You're getting very unlucky. Yeah, if I missed anything, just re-hit it. What's for dinner, Anita? Tier 5, just to be safe. Me too, Professor, on bounty. He's talking about bounty. Tier 4 is if you want to, like, try to save gems while doing the Tesla, Queen Beatrix, Red Macaco strat. But you can't, like, go the entire whole weekend with every single sigil like that. You gotta stop at some point. It's a strategic... If you want to be, like, if you want to have some fun and try to figure it out and be strategic, you would do Tier 4. If you want to just say, I just want to get it done as fast as possible, you do Tier 5, and you can get it done on, like, Saturday. Diamond Tina's, oh, Chad. Yeah, I have 2 of those as well. Anita says fried chicken with potatoes and a melody of veggies. Sounds good. You're going to be the trained cook. The trained cook. Alright, we got the holiday event. I'm putting a chapter. It's at the 54. 30-ish. Save. This is probably, like, the team I'm using. You know, I did it yesterday, so I already have a team loaded in. Because you gotta do this every day if you want everything. But basically, the holiday event, use red troops to fight event battles. Each event battle earns embers. Spend embers in the event shop to purchase Emberclaw, Emberclaw's castle, and more. So you're just going to run a red team, and you just pick the highest level. Like, we've debated this before, like with Mr. Z. You know, I've heard other people say to do the highest level as well. So it's kind of confirmation, but he said you don't have to do the highest level. You can pick whatever level, and it doesn't matter. But always power up, at least. But I picked the highest level just to play it safe. You got the Golden Holiday Battle. That's nothing. That's just some extra points you can use whenever you want. You get 3 a day, and then if you want everything in the shop, you normally have to buy like at least one time each day, like this. It's only 50 gems. But you got the pet. The most hard to get thing here after the event is over is the Emberclaw's Castle gold version. So you want to keep buying the pet until you get the gold version, one copy of it. That's the first thing you should do. This armor has already been in here. I already own it because it's already been in there. I used to say get the armor because you never know when it's going to come back around, but I guess they're just not making new armor and they're giving us the old armor. So now I recommend doing the pet first, and then if you don't have the armor, maybe the armor. The least important thing is the legendary. It's going to come out later and you can get it for free, but you might as well get it here, but just get it last. So you get the pet till it's gold, then you get the armor if you don't have it, and then you get the Emberclaw. And then if you want to, you can go for an Orb of Power, because it's a pretty cheap Orb of Power if you still need those. If you don't have Zul'Goth, if you don't have CT, if you don't have Enraged Kurandara, you should probably get this Orb of Power after you get everything else. But buy one each every day. If you need everything, you definitely have to buy one every day. If you don't need everything, I'm going to see, like, I don't want to buy it every day if I don't have to, because I feel like I had extra last time. Because all I need is the golden pet and, like, the legendary. So, I'm going to buy them right now, but eventually I'm not, probably. But yeah, you just run, these are pretty simple, you just run the battles. I'm doing this. I'll show you a different team if you want, but just doing this to get it over with. It's another thing that we got to do every day. I'm not, like, super excited about it. So I'm just doing Stellarix to make sure I get it done. Like, okay, well, if I almost forgot to do it. Well, at least it's just a Stellarix team. I can just blow through it real fast. I think every team I did in the faction event was a red team except for the first one, right? So you could use my mid or my low-level team for this as well, I think. For Indrajits Palace. Bang! It's just you're doing battles, you're getting dingleberries, you spend the dingleberries in the shop. Just make sure you you spend them right on the right stuff, and then make sure you do the highest level battle and power up. Let's show another team, because I don't like just showing that. We got red. What would be a fast red team? Let's try to make it a mid. You know, the Foxfire King, like we already did. You could do Fomag. You could use my, Red Guild Wars team. You could use Tesla. I think Tesla's the answer for most people. Let's throw her over here with the wand. Oh, yeah, the wand. If you don't have the wand, you got Mortal Chain. Where is it? I guess we put it in first slot and do like a 50% start. As far as probably Harpy Mage, I guess. Sucks when you don't have a potion for Harpy Mage, because she's harder to get up, but maybe throw her in front of these. Like all your mana generation up front, I guess. As far as class, just do any 50% start class that you need to level. Maybe like Bard or something. Banner, we got a ton of red. And then let's do yellow just to get it up. Dragon Banner. See how it goes. I don't know. It's not the prototypical Tesla team, but we're trying. She's really strong. We got the 50% start. We just need to match anything. And you really want to try to get more than one color if possible. There we go. There we go. And they're dead. So you could use something like this if you don't have Stellarix. If you don't have Tesla, then you would just go Foxfire King. Just use the team that I showed you in the Indrajits Palace for the mid. And if you're low level, Gargoyle. Or Ferocity. So that's the holiday event. What else is going on? Underspire? Yeah, I always eat after every stream too. Time is precious. Anita Diamantina. Professor says, but I have the worthless Horde Mimic, so there's all my luck. You have it times 2. I know I can't get that freaking thing. I'm not really trying, but, you know, I do have chances here and there, and it just never pops up for me. Anita says, never can make Sloppy Joes here because hubby thinks they're disgusting. I think it's like how you make them. Not that you're making it. Like, I hate when people make them and it tastes like ketchup with freaking... Just tastes like ketchup, like you're eating a ketchup sandwich. If you make Sloppy Joes and it tastes like a ketchup sandwich, then I don't like it. But if it tastes more like the beef, and you put a different kind of sauce, they're really good. I mean, I'll eat them either way, but Sloppy Joes aren't my favorite either. And it depends what you put on them, too. Like, you can put other stuff on them, and then they get better. Maybe some cheese on there, maybe something else, I don't know. Think of some cool stuff to put on a Sloppy Joe. I think you could dress up a Sloppy Joe and make it good. And it depends what sauce is on it. I feel like sometimes people get lazy and they just do like a ketchup sauce and it tastes nasty. Haggis? Yoke says Sloppy Joes with regular potato chips to scoop is the best. Anita likes Sloppy Joes. Mark says I pig out after every stream. Me too. Chad with the 2! I got to go back to work. Alright, bro, have a good one. Pile drive that like button on the way out. Let's do it. We got the summer slowdown right now, so it's worse than ever. So hit that like to help me out. Help your brother out. Your brother Sinny. Tesla with Angry Mob is good. Yoke says it's usually Anita's fault, but today it was my fault. Professor says, should be a fast team. Those daily sigils do not carry over, correct? That's what I was worried about yesterday. I'm like, I gotta do this because I feel like they don't carry over. Especially your, like, daily 3. It's like you gotta do it every day. They don't, like, save them. Yeah, I think you're right. Mark says, the troop in the event looks good to me. I'm going to get it. The legendary? Yeah, you should get it. Just make sure you get the pet first, because the golden pet will never come back, dude. Like, never. Never. The legendary will be there. You'll get that legendary in, like, a couple months. Easy. But that golden pet, it'll never come back. Like, never. Not like, oh, it's going to be 5 months, or, oh, it'll be random in the pet rescue one day, or, oh, they'll do it next year during the summer event. No. No. It's never. 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 It'll never come back. You gotta get that golden pet. It's the most important thing to get in the holiday event. And you gotta buy, like, 6 copies of that other pet first. So it's under that first, it's under the regular sandcastle. And then once you buy enough of the regular sandcastle to get it fully ascended, the gold one pops up. You buy the gold one because it'll never come back. Never. Epic Trials, yeah, we gotta do that too. The Horde Mimic, yeah, me either, Stacy. Alright, later, Dez. Get well soon. Alright, let's run that Underspire. I think Mark asked earlier. So I'm gonna show you what I'm doing. This is my early team. I don't know if I'll use it later. I might use Ubistet later. But this is what I was using for the, you know, till you get to like 3rd or 4th boss. Probably be good for free torches if you're just doing free ones. Let's try to get yellow or brown early. I don't have it. This board does not like me today. Yellow or brown, come on. Of course. There we go, finally. There's Indrajit. Easy to get Underworld. Double up on it. This will work for quite a while. Ooh, I got the boss. This is a mid team. There's no mythics. Oh, I gotta do a chapter. Underspire. We'll call this mid. Alright. Yellow or brown, come on. Keeps giving me skulls instead. Just want to get up that weapon, cast it. That'll get up everything else. At least eventually. Come on. That should kill. Keystone. And my strat for this is if I see a sentinel, I save it for Sunday. Because you never know. You want to make sure you can make it to the 7th boss. The main reward in this is the orbs. It's not the sentinels. You see a theme here with the maybes and the guaranteed stuff. I always go after the guaranteed stuff. You can see, practice what I preach. I got 3 sentinels up here I did not do yet. They're still there, and I can always go back to them. So I would keep going with this team until it stops working as good, and then I'll switch to like maybe an Ubistet. This thing's just on there because there's like nothing else. You could do triple Indrajit if you wanted to. This thing is probably not doing so much, and you know, every once in a while you'll cast it and it'll be nice, but there's like nothing else, I feel. I'm using Thief for the Purple Storm, help Indrajit get up. 50% start. Double red, yellow, minus green. But we could try to make a high-level team. It would be some sort of Ubistet rope dart thing. And right now it's not gonna... What sucks about this is like I'm not gonna be able to show you exactly how it's supposed to go. Like, usually you'll shoot something with rope dart, and now becomes the weakest enemy. And then this does damage to the 2 weakest enemies, and you kill 2. And this is better when they have more stats, to where you get more value. But early it could do a double kill. It's like the mid ground where it's weird. Early on you'll get a double kill, you just gotta get up Ubistet and cast it. Then when it gets to the mid area where your rope dart's still one-shotting, but your Ubistet's not, it's kind of weird. And you're probably better off with the double Indrajit, but... And I don't know what the heck we're going to do as far as the rest of the troops. There's nothing that good. Maybe Sekma? I guess. Who I also thought would be okay for the invasion. Maybe that. There's like nothing else. It sucks. Maybe Troubadour? I don't know. Troubadour. This one's okay. I don't even know what order to put this crap in. Normally you would need to cast Rope Dart first. This is super blocked. I don't know, maybe I'd throw it up here. I guess, but this is gonna be later on. It's gonna look horrible right now. That's why I'm not using it yet. Red. I have no idea. Red and what? Red and blue, red and yellow. We got yellow, blue, red, brown, purple. We're missing green. Double red, purple. I guess we just stick with the same banner. Oops. What about class? I'm actually going to go with the Titan. It would help Ubistet and Sekma. And be a 50% start for the rope dart. A lot of the time your class is going to be based on the color you have the most of, but in this case, you know, Ubistet uses brown, Sekma changes brown, and it's 50% start. There's a barrier when we match. Let's see. I don't think it's going to be too great for these early fights, but it's going to be hard to get everything up. Like, this team is more appreciated later on when you're like, okay, yeah, I mean, it's hard right now. Of course, it's going to take a minute to get the fight over. But when it's this early and you could just Indrajit instead. We really need... There we go. That might help. Do it! Ah, you suck. I don't know. Let's just match colors. Yeah, maybe we just keep doing that. That's great. What the heck was that? Alright, we just need to get Ubistet up. We'll be fine. Take some skulls. A whole bunch of red. Will this do it? Anyway, I don't know. I think this is going to be a hard one, maybe. This might be hard. Like, 5th, 6th, 7th boss. What can I do different? I don't know. What if we try this? That battle did not go very smooth. Makes you want to do something different. Blue and red, come on. Of course not. We got rope dart. That'll kill one thing. Get purple and brown. There's Ubistet. 2 down. 3 down. And blue to skull, brown to yellow. Blue to skull. Let's just do it. And it does a hit too. Sekma's cool. That one a little bit smoother. Let's try it one more time. That first battle really soured me. I probably need an Anu. That would help. Yeah, I should do a timestamp too. I just don't like this team that much. It's gonna be better later. Like I keep saying. One 1430. I want to put an Anu on too to help the team out. Here we go. Not too bad, not too bad. That was way better. And now we'll put an Anu on, it'll get even better. Gotta take this. Alright, let's try again. A couple more with this team. I want to get it sorted. Tweaking it. RC's here. What up, RC? Alright, we got the rope dart. That's fine and dandy. Come on, man. Come on, man. Come on, man. Sometimes the board just doesn't like you. It says, no way, Jose. There we go. Ugh, and then that misses. It does, this thing does like double skull damage versus burning. If we can get them, and they're burning. So skulls hit pretty good. It's not bad, it's just like, try it later on. Like, don't try it now. You're gonna be disappointed if you try it early. Like, first team, then this team. And I have no idea. If you're a low-level player, man, just go get those Indrajits from the underworld. I don't think we need to make, like... You should have certain things. So what the heck are you gonna do? I mean, this thing's okay. Huh. Blue to red. Maybe a troubadour. Boy, oh boy. Pride lands. Uh-oh, it's saying something about my internet connection quality. If we go down, it's been fun. Shadow Hunter, it's just like a one-shitter. Just the one-shitter, though. Like, at least this is blowing something up while it's hitting one enemy. It's a one-shitter. Maybe just a tank and a weapon or something? One-shitter. I've ever quit saying that. What weapon? Probably an explodey. Get a summon. Trying to make a low-level team. We don't have any beasts, but this uses purple. Is there anything better? I don't want to use Sunspear if I don't have to, because no 50% start, no potions. It's going to be so slow to use Sunspear. Alright, what if we start like this? No. I feel like this guy has to be up there. Then we have only one damage dealer, too. This is butt. This team is butt. I guess we have to use a weapon. I guess we have to do Sunspear. That sucks. That one? Pride Lands allies. I guess it has to be this, and then you have to do Sunspear. I'm gonna be slow. Got a lot of yellow. And then we pretty much have to do green. Hopefully you have that. If you don't have that, I know it's a warband banner. Just do the this one right here. Oh, it's another warband banner. Sweet. I guess I don't know. Hopefully you have one of these. There's 3 warband banners. That's weird. I don't know. Let's try it. It's low level team for people that don't have Indrajit, which is going to be a real Behemoth. That's a legendary. Unfortunately, we can't do that for a low level team. They might as well get Indrajit if they're going to do a legendary, because it's way easier to get than Behemoth. Alright, what do we need here? We need green, for sure. But we'll take skulls, because we got to kill somehow. We got this yellow. This dude could get beefy. What does he do? Purple and then conjure a hellstorm. I mean, this thing kind of mana generates too. There we go. I feel like the Troubadour's doing nothing though. There's a Sentinel. I'm not going to do it right now. I can always come back to it later. You can just do this after you beat all the bosses, and you can like jump right back to them. Can teleport. No torches. Oops. I need something other than Troubadour, maybe. Buying 2, because I'm gonna do the whole thing. I guess you could put Shadow Hunter if you want. It might work on this team. I just don't. I'm not a big fan of single target damage. We could try it though. We're making red and brown, which is kind of weird. It'd be cool if we made something with skulls. Like if we're gonna gain a bunch of attack and life. Hold on a sec. Then we could actually use that thing. Who does skulls? Nope. That's the opposite. We can't use any legendaries. Remember, it's low level. You have to kill with this one. Green and purple. Green and purple. Then nothing makes skulls, so... Strange. I don't know. See how this goes. That third slot's what's killing me. I think you're good otherwise. You got a tank, you got a mana generator and a damage dealer, you got another mana generator and a damage dealer. It's that third slot that's killing me. Maybe another rock, maybe another, the last slot guy would be okay. I can just double up on him. Alright, let's go ahead and do this. Let's do that. And then do this. Where's all that red mana gonna go otherwise? And now you can do this. Yep, anyway. I think maybe double up on the Rock Shaman. Shadow Hunter's cool, but like this thing is making red and brown. And Shadow Hunter doesn't use that. And at least Rock Shaman will blow some stuff up. I think this is going to be my final... This will be the team. Lots of mana generation. You got a tank on top. for low-level players. This will probably get you the furthest if you're going to try. We need green and yellow. We need green. We got to get moving here. Blue's cool. Skulls are fine. Let's do this. Then this. Or we could have done the first guy. Anyway, this is me trying to make a team for like a person that doesn't exist. But here it is for the person that does not exist. That'd be my best bet, your best bet for Epic and Under for the Underspire to get you the furthest, most likely. You're making red and brown for red for the Hellclaw Warrior, brown for the Raksha Freeblood. All the damage dealers do mana generation too. It's not expected to make it to the 7th boss or anything. Take skulls. I don't know if I even did a chapter for that. Like, I'll just guess. Sometimes, like, it's the team, this team, it just doesn't, it's for a person that doesn't exist, really. Like, let me know if you need this team. Like, it'd be crazy to know if there's a person out there that actually uses it. Or did I make it for no reason? And if you are, it's like, you're forcing yourself to do the Underspire when you may not be even ready for it. Yeah, Cunning would be nice. Alright, Yoke. 20k diamonds, that's good. That's a lot. I don't know if I've ever saved that much. I mean, other than now. Like, when I needed mythics, I don't know if I ever saved 20k. That's crazy. That's good. Alright, what's left? Remember, PvP is going to be hard for me to do because it's going to be different for every person. You guys have different restrictions, different alliances, different voting. You're just going to have to pick one of your sword places and do it. Like, I could show you. If we have time, I'll just do mine. But, it's like the last thing I'm going to do because it's not really helping anybody except for maybe Mark. As he's in my guild and he's on PlayStation. But anyway, so what's left? Just Epic Trials? Now, most of y'all probably already have this complete, but if you don't, it's really cheap pet. It's like a half-price pet. So all you have to do is win these fights. You can do auto battles while you're not playing the game and just hope it wins for you. It's just a trying thing. Just keep trying. There's no investment other than buying the pet after you win. So it's a really cheap pet for this kingdom if you can get it done. And even if you can just get one copy, just at least get one copy. Like, that's the bare minimum. You know, for PvP, the bare minimum is to get your PvP goals done. For Underspire, the bare minimum is to just use your daily torches. For Epic Trials, the bare minimum is get one pet at least. Come on. Timestamp. Let's go. We have Epic Trials. 1:30. That's pretty good. I did the whole thing in an hour and a half. Almost. We still got to do this, but I was trying to go fast. Ball Weekend definitely helps with diamonds. It helps with everything. You're going to use it, Anita? Alright. Maybe I'll try to use it too. I mean, if you do your free torches, that's not a bad thing. I'm just saying, like, if you don't have Indrajit, you're definitely very low level. Because you can get it, like, Underworld Legendaries are easy to get. Pretty easy. Like, you're going to have to be under, like, level 250 or 500 or something to even touch that team that I showed you. And you'd be like, oh, it's just before I get Indrajit. I got to use this team because I'm doing Underspire every week. And Deal damage to an enemy that convert 5 blue gems to red giant gems. 50% skull reduction. Nice. Give an ally attack and magic double effect if ally is Raksha. He's not a Raksha, but you could give him a bunch of attack. Deal damage to all enemies, destroy 12 gems. And destroy a 3x3 block. Give 63 attack to all allies above me. And give 3 magic to all allies below me. So you want to put Behemoth below him. Or else he's not giving magic to anybody. So it wasn't in the right order, but it was close. He has 25% skull reduction. You probably want to throw him up again. And now we're just giving a ton of attack to the Ruby Giant. Most likely. He could do Second Claw, but then he's not giving attack to anybody. But, like, if you lose your Ruby Giant, and you still have Spirit Main, you could cast this on Second Claw, and he would get double, because he's Raksha. But I think he would start like this. Enemies, damage, boosted by life, burning, Sekma. Shouldn't be too bad. Oops. Let's change our metals. We're going to be doing a lot of attack. So we want that. What happened? Let me go. The game is glitching. Let me go, stupid. It's not letting me. Let's try it through the games menu. Is it in here? There we go. Yeah, if you can't, if it's being glitchy, just go. My team got messed up. All right, there we go. This. Yeah, if you can't, like, if you go to the kingdom and it's not working, then try the games menu. If you go to the games menu and it's not working, try the kingdom. Sometimes the game is glitchy when it shouldn't be. Oh, we take skulls. We got blue and red. We want to kind of wait until there's blue next to red. Which we don't really have at the moment. So let's just cast this. What was he doing? Blowing up a 3x3? I forgot. And you could be real strategic with this if you wanted to. I'm just probably just going to blow up this Doom Skull. We have this. We could cast on that. Blue next to red? No. What should we try to get up? I think Second Call. Let's keep boosting. Yellow and red. If not, purple and green. We're kind of just waiting on skulls. Bang! If we don't have green or purple, I'll cast Second Claw. Bang! Let's do this again, because it gives a bunch of attack. Then we can do this. And, you know, it's whatever. Just maybe don't hit skulls, because we want skulls. Take purple. I keep forgetting to check for the blue next to the red, but it might be a long one, but you're not going to lose type of stuff. Hopefully. Just give me some skulls, freaks. Here we go. Dead. Can do this again. Look, he's enraged with 436 attack. They're gonna get their b-holes blown out if I can just get skulls. Oh, get out of here. Alright, so This is going to throw magic down, so we want to do that first before we cast Behemoth. We can blow up some red explodey gems. Ouch. And now we can cast this, I guess. Barely did anything. Ah, they killed him. It's alright, though. Now we just start boosting him, and he'll get up there quickly. Oops. So close. Just need Behemoth. There we go. So it's kind of cool. If you lose the Ruby Giant, it's going to be late in the battle, and then it's kind of fun to go ahead and boost the second Claw and her because you get double. And you can, you know, you're boosting the Giant, and it takes a second, but not really. So you just take Skulls and crush them. But if it dies, you can get your attack back up pretty quick because it's double now when you cast it on the second Claw and her. And then Behemoth is just like, eh. He's just a little bit of chip damage. He's not going to ever be the thing killing everything. So you're not giving him that much magic when you throw magic down. But he does destroy gems. He will do a little chip damage, so it's not like you just don't cast it. You'll cast it, but you're mostly concentrating on Spirit Main and Second Claw and her onto the Ruby Giant, and then taking Skulls with the Ruby Giant. It's the way you're going to win. Ruby Giant dies, you just move on to the Second Claw with the Spirit Main. And it'll double your attack, because it's a Raksha. So if you're going for all copies of this fully ascended, you would buy this, and it's cheap. It's half price. It's a good buy. It's a good gem investment. I don't need it because I already have it fully ascended. That was Epic Trials. You know, no big deal about losing the Ruby Giant. It did its job. It was a tank. It absorbed all that damage, and we still won. Like, that was its job. Alright, let's see what y'all were saying, and, I don't know. Run PvP Citadel Wars real quick. See if I can figure out where Sloppy Joe's, is that where I left off? We did Epic Trials. Me and Stacy have not got the Horde Mimic yet. Dez is out of here. Chad is out of here. Mark says I only have one Indrajit. Looks like I'm throwing shards to get the second one. Sounds good to me. Be good for this week. There's a lot of spots where it's good this week. Early in Invasion, early in Underspire. Now would be the time to get it. Later in the week, you're probably using Ubastet and stuff like that. Or just the Invasion troop. But yeah, right now if you get it, it'd be super useful. And it's a good troop, too. It's not like the first one you get down there, but it's one you eventually get. It's not one of the worst. It's like when somebody asks me, like, after these 10 Underworld troops, what's the next one that you get? Indrajit's name will come up, at least eventually. Professor said I had Explore really hard when the Horde Mimic came out. I haven't even seen a Horde battle forever. Yoke says I have a lady on my mail route training her dog in the middle of the street, like, WTF. Sounds like around here, man. There was some crazy stuff that happened yesterday. I don't even want to tell you guys, because it's too crazy. Professor says newer players might have Behemoth. I ran that a lot early on. It does hit all enemies and does destroy. It's not bad. Mark says it looks like the fourth boss will be my max this week. Crappy Underspire troops. Yeah, it's not a good week for Underspire. It's gonna be tough. Shadowhunter is good, especially it's scaling. Like it boosts off of enemy stats, I think. So the higher their stats get, the harder it will hit. It does have a little like it's one of its traits can boost a weapon later in this week, but right now I don't know. You know me, it's not my favorite. The one shots. I at least want it to do something else. Like all it does is do damage, and that's it. Like, at least the Rock Shaman, or whatever his name is, blows up the board, too. At least the weapon is putting a bunch of red and brown on the board, too. Like, when something all it does is damage, it's usually not my favorite, unless it's, like, wiping the enemy team out. All in one shot. RC Duce! 20k diamonds, yo. Crazy. Crazy good. Like, crazy in a good way. Russet says my Mr. Fox may use the low team if he does Underspire. Well, I'm glad. It's good to hear that, you know, I never want to do something for nobody. Yeah, the link for the poll? Okay, I'll pin it. Thank you. Pin message. Yeah, the poll only has like less than 20 votes, and we have 140 members or something like that, so hopefully it gets more votes. But if it doesn't, the people that voted get to decide. They're the centers of the round table, I guess. Yoke says, I like what is winning in the poll. Release it when you put out another members-only video. I think that makes the most sense, but I don't want to skew it. If you guys said to put it out now, I'd put it out. It's your video. Stacy says, now I want Sloppy Joe so I can dip my chips in it like someone said. Yeah, me too. I don't know what I'm gonna eat. I feel like we're on that day where you should probably go to the grocery store. I got some pretzels here. We had Cane's last night. So it's the, you know, get some fast food and put off the grocery for a day or two portion of the week right now. So I probably have barely anything to eat unless I go get it. I have like a couple pretzels, that's it. Probably a couple, you know, not nothing. I could go and eat some mac and cheese or some cereal or something, I guess. There's always something. Oh, anyway, let's do this and then probably it for the day. Which one am I going to do? So first thing I think is, okay, we got Citadel Wars, I got to do that. We got purple, we got green, we got brown. Can't remember which one this was like the same yesterday, wasn't it? Angry Mob, Wand of Stars, Stellarix, Herald of Damnation. Yeah, I think I went with maybe that one. That's a Guild Wars team, like, that should win. Wand of Stars, Stellarix, Queen Beatrix, Leprechaun. I think I'm gonna go purple. I just I've been deciding based on which team of mine is the best. Like, I don't really look at the score or anything. I just want to win. Then I go in, I go to Citadel War, and I've been scouting. Okay, we got Wand of Stars, Zul'Goth, the Maldron, Leprechaun. We got Wand of Stars, Zul'Goth, Leprechaun, Diamantina. We got Stellarix, Wand of Stars, and Rage Kurandara, Leprechaun. So they all kind of suck. Like, they all gonna suck to face. Thinking about doing this one, I guess. At least they don't have Stellarix or Diamantina. They got the stupid wand, but... And I gotta change my medals. I'm gonna go... I think... No. 2 Orpheus and Anu, maybe? Alright, let's see. Citadel Wars. You could lose at any time. All the person has to do is loop on that wand. So this should be exciting. I could definitely lose. It's not a place like everything else we've done today. I'm probably not losing. Epic Trials was the closest. But this I could definitely lose. If this person loops on the wand, I'm dead. Should I take green here? Let's take purple first, at least. Okay, we got Zul'Goth. We gotta take out probably their wand. The wand is the thing I'm worried about. Not, like, the Zul'Goth is tough. The Maldron's decent. But the wand is the thing that's gonna kill you. So I'm gonna kill the wand if possible. They might be stealthy. If they're stealthy, then I'll choose probably Zul'Goth. They're not stealthy, so there goes their wand. Leprechaun. Where's your spirit gems at, buddy? I guess they blew up. Guess we'll just cast it anyway. Because you know what's cool? King of the Ravens blows up purple and blue. And guess who uses purple and blue? So that's cool. Alright, next up, Zul'Goth. I don't even care he had 91 HP. Like, let's just get him out of here. ASAP. Let's cast this for once. Go back to that. Now we do a Maldron. Well, I'll do Leprechaun, because we could probably kill a Maldron with the Skulls. Oh, that was close. Alright. Oh, and I forgot to use my Swift medals, but I'm, or my Swift talismans. But it was the first fight, and I think I'm short on Swift talismans, because I have been using them. So I kind of need to pick and choose when I'm going to use them. And I think now's a good time. So I don't need that Anu. Because we have Swift Talisman, so I can take that off. Put on Orpheus. Now we have triple Orpheus. We got the wand, like we could cleanse ourselves, but it's just nice to have different ways to do it. Especially in a Guild Wars type of fight. Alright, let's check these teams out. Got Wand of Stars, of course. Diamantina, Sekma, Amethielos. We got Wand of... Let's guess. You think Wand of Stars is going to be in every team? I wonder. Oh, I'm not using Wand, so never mind about the cleansing. I just straight up brought my Guild Wars team over. This is Allie's Guild War team, by the way. Wand of Stars, Wild Queen, Zul'Goth, Leprechaun. We got Wand of Stars, Grey King, Stellarix, Leprechaun. So definitely not that guy. Thinking maybe just go with the lowest level person with no Stellarix. I guess. Everybody's got the freaking wand, though, so everybody has a chance. Wow, Russet Fox. Congratulations to Mr. Fox. Got Tesla. It's a game changer. Yo, Kane's was really good, Yoke. I had the sandwich. The cane sauce, the lettuce. McDonald's, Mark. Okay, we got this. Now we just kill their, whatever, like the wand. We got to get rid of that stupid wand, because that's what their whole team is built upon. Take these free. No, we don't, because we're going to cast Zul'Goth. We want to keep the skulls on the board. So now we got an extra turn. I don't know if it was because of that, but it was a nice idea. And I guess we do King of the Ravens. And they're almost dead. Ooh. Okay, 2 down. 2 down. Next up, we get gold marks if we win. Alright, we got... Okay, this will be easy. Look at all these teams. You can already tell. We got a horrible mythic, we got a decent mythic, and we got a horrible mythic. So, should be pretty simple. Boreal Crystal, Zul'Goth, Kronos, Turquoise Emperor. Black Manacles, Rathamon, Plague, Bomb Rider. I'm not even going to look at the other ones. This is the choice. Sometimes you got to do what you got to do, though, as far as that player is concerned. Got a big old purple. Let's get it out of here. We want more skulls. Okay, so we don't take the skull. Who are we going to kill? Black Manacle's not that big of a threat. Nothing on their team is that big of a threat, so I'm going to kill Rathamon, I think. And their hero. And they're pretty much dead. I probably should have took my Swift Talisman off for this fight. That fight was too easy. I, like, wasted it. you see like a weirdly easy fight, take off your Swift Talisman. I kind of overkilled this person. And you don't get enough to replenish, like you only get 2. So eventually I'm only going to be using 2 a day, and it'll just be on the hardest fights. July 6th is your 1-year anniversary on Gems. I'm going to do 30 legendary tasks that night for our guild. Sweet! July 16th. Okay. About a month from now. I'll have to try to remember that. I guess I'll see it on the, when I get a bunch of, tasks. Okay, we got Titania's Fan, Sekma, Outer Father, Infernal King. Let's fight them. I guess I'll just use my Swift Talisman. That's a borderline. Probably good. Just do this. They have no mana. Now they do. We're frozen on purple. We can't do this, but let's do this. We'll drain them. Alright, let's kill this. Their hero's out of here. I think we're good. Got a big old purple. Got some green. We got some more purple. Got Zul'Goth. And let's take out... I guess that. Do this. And... they're dead. Now we're on to the Citadel Guardian, which is never that hard. And we'll get 2 of our Swift Talismans back. We're out of Swift Talismans now. But, hey. We continued our win streak. We're getting 2 back right here. A gnome even replaced something, so this is going to be really easy. He might be standing there for a second, but he's not going to kill us. The rest of his team's going to go down. Like Penny the Brown Knight. Alright, we can't kill him with Zul'Goth, because he's all invulnerable and whatnot. Let's get the gnome out of here, just to secure it. And... I think we're better off with that. Let's kill this. I did not use the wand. And I still won every fight. You don't have to use the wand. I mean, it's probably better. This team might be better with the wand, but just by the way, I faced a billion wand teams and I still beat them even without, you know, using the wand against the wand. It's not impossible. Whittle him down. And you can still do this, because it will make skulls. If you have enough skulls on the board, like, you won't kill him, but you put skulls up there. It's the good thing about Zul'Goth. Like, High King Irongut, if High King Irongut couldn't do... I mean, it would do a little bit of damage, I guess. He has spell damage, so never mind. But some things, they just can't do nothing. They can't do anything to that guy, but Zul'Goth still puts skulls up. High King Irongut would still do a little bit of damage and get an extra turn. That's why they're so awesome, like... Alright, last fight, pretty inconsequential. Let's just fight this guy, I guess. Ooh, they got Trick and Treat. That's annoying. Got kind of a weird team, though. See if what about Mismer? Who uses Mismer? Oh, sometimes you do. Yeah, I see. Everybody's using Trick and Treat. What's up with that? Sweaty wrestlers. Let's try this person. Ooh, she is. She's patient. Patience is very good in this game. You'll end up with way more than somebody that's impatient. Impatient people are spending gems on weird stuff, blowing gems, blowing diamonds, opening keys, opening chests with gems. Like, if you're a patient person and you do everything right, you're going to get way more stuff than a person that's impatient. It's not even like they're going to get it faster. They're just going to waste resources getting nothing while you save your resources. That's all that's going to happen. Out of 100 people, if 50 of them are patient and 50 of them aren't patient, the 50 that are patient are going to get way more stuff than like 40-something of the impatient people. There might be 1 or 2 impatient people that get super lucky. It's like the same as somebody winning a scratcher. And you're just gonna blow resources being impatient and get nothing. It's not even like you get stuff faster by being impatient. You just get nothing. Being patient, you get what you want. You save diamonds until something pops up in the SOULFORGE. Then you can get it because you saved the diamonds. You use gold marks on books, you get your kingdoms to 20 way before an impatient person doing Dragonite. And then they could take that Dragonite, go open an egg, and get a duplicate. So they just got nothing. They got literally nothing for their gold marks. You will get something. If you're patient, every resource is going to go towards progression of the game if you're patient and you do everything right. If you're impatient, you could get nothing. You could get literally nothing for your resources. You're banking on all these RNG things that aren't going to happen. Just because, like, Johnny 5 down the street did got his Dragonite, opened an egg, and got the dragon, doesn't mean you're going to do that. That's how it works. Like, it's really, like, there's a certain percent chance. And it's low. 1 out of 100 people, you might talk to that one person, and then it makes you want to do it. But then you're going to be one of the 99. You're not going to be the one. He was already the one. It's almost worse if you know a person that did something crazy and got something good. Because they used up all the RNG, and now you're not going to get it. Who are we going to kill? I can't even really see these people. I guess Kronos? Doesn't matter. There's a lot of sure things in the game if you're patient. Like, Ironhawk will be in the SOULFORGE. He has to be. That's how the game works. All you have to do is save the diamonds and not spend them, and you will get Ironhawk. You could do that for every troop in the game. Even with event keys. You save up enough event keys, and the right kingdom comes along, you will get that mythic if you have enough event keys. If you only have 1,000, 2,000, 3,000, and it's Pride Lands, you're probably not going to get Ubistet. You need more like 4,000 or 5,000, because there's freaking 4 mythics, and you're looking for a peanut and a pile of poopy. So it takes more event keys. I work on sure things in this game. Like, I hate the troops that are maybe or random. I hate those troops. And you'll never see me, like, randomly going after things. I'm saving. I'm waiting. You can do, like, the holiday events, an example. Impatient people will get the legendary first. That's something you can get later. It's not... You don't need to do that. The only thing you can never get again is the golden pet, so that's what you should go for first. Emberclaw will be popping up for the rest of life after like 2 more months. All you have to do is wait 2 months, and Emberclaw will just... You'll get more than... You'll start disenchanting Emberclaws eventually. You'll never be disenchanting golden Emberclaw castles. Literally never. It'll never happen. You'll never disenchant. You'll never have so many golden castles that you're going to start... But that will happen with Emberclaw, guaranteed. You'll have so many that you'll disenchant them. So why would you buy Emberclaw first? Strange. It's because it's called impatience, and you want to. Oh, it looks good. I want to use it right now. I can't wait until freaking Saturday. Or whatever. It'd probably be like next Monday or something. You're still gonna get it here, though. You don't have to wait 2 months. You'll still get it here. You just should get the Golden Castle first in case a meteor hits your house and your internet goes out. But anyway, I think that's it for today. We did everything in the game, pretty much. Tomorrow's EverQuest. If I get a wild hair, maybe I'll put out a random Gems of War video. I've been doing that a little bit lately, but probably not. And then Thursday, we're back with the new account playthrough, which has been fun. And the streams have been good. But I'm not, like, fooling myself about the views or anything. Used to be those things would get views, man. I don't know what's up. Probably just chose a bad time to do it. But that's not what we're really looking for anyway, so it's fine. It'll be an evergreen thing where it'll get views over time. So will the Sunday video that I did. That'll be an evergreen video. Sometimes you gotta do those. They slowly get views. I should teach myself patience about YouTube. I'm such a hypocrite. I'm very impatient when it comes to YouTube, but I'm super patient when it comes to Gems of War. So luckily the streams have been good, and like I'm having a lot of fun with the new account playthrough, because if it was all based on the views, I'd probably quit the thing pretty soon. I would just like say, oh, well, we'll just go to whatever. Like I'd make the stopping point sooner based on the views, but luckily that's not exactly the metric we're looking at, so it's fine. And I'm having fun. So that's good. So Thursday, yeah, new account playthrough. We got Rowan. We got the Rowan team. We're just making it stronger and stronger. We're going faster and faster. The game. It's gonna start. We're gonna start opening stuff up faster. We're gonna start it's gonna go faster now. We got Rowan. We have the Rowan team pretty much. We got Golden Cog, Clockwork Sphinx, Rowan, and Leprechaun. We just gotta level them, get a Medal of Guard, and open up some stuff, and we're cruising. I'm gonna start doing the adventure board. I forgot to do it yesterday, but I might jump on there today and do like the adventure board and dungeon for the new account, because I gotta do something off stream or we're just never gonna get anywhere. Because I've been doing every single swipe on stream so far. And then one day I'll wrap back around. I hope. I always say this and I never do it, but I'll rewatch those new account playthrough live streams. I'll take notes, and then I'll make a short video about each one and what we talked about and little tips and stuff. So you can do a TLDR for, just like I did with the Underworld eventually. After I did 1 billion videos and made a giant playlist, people started complaining about it and stuff. I'm like, alright, I'll do a video and just sum it all up in 30 minutes or less. So I'll probably try to do, it's just going to be a while, and it's probably not going to be anytime soon, but I'll rewatch part 1, I'll take notes, I'll try to make like a 10 to 15 minute video instead of making you watch 2 hours, but for now, you know how it goes. If somebody, there's channels on YouTube where they'll do an interview with somebody, and they release the full interview first, and then after a while they'll put out clips. Well, that's kind of what I'm thinking. Like, right now, the only way to see it is to watch the whole thing, but eventually I'll break it out into little videos, hopefully. If I have time, and if I still have the will. But yeah, let's see what y'all were saying. Where'd I leave off? RC... Good job on saving diamonds. Sloppy Joe's. Chipotle and Cane's. Mr. Fox got Tesla. Sana says, I have a fun team for green team, Empress Wand, Leprechaun, Queen Bee. Yeah, I think you shared that with us the other day, and that was, yeah, it's a good one. I like it. Yoke says, Cane's is basically chicken fingers and fries, but they have the dipping sauce that is really delicious. Chipotle is a Mexican restaurant that makes huge burritos out of rice, beans, cheese, salsa, and your choice of meat, chicken steak, shredded pork, or shredded beef. Both places are good. Lettuce and sour cream and guac. All sounds good to me. I would eat that right now. Yeah, Anita, those are both good if you ever come here. Might be the best two places to stop into first, you know? Like, for as far as fast type of food. Like, you don't want to go to McDonald's or Wendy's or blah, blah, blah. Like, those are gross. But Chipotle and, like, Cane's and stuff, there's some better, like, there's step up from fast food. Mark says, oh yeah, I read that. July 16th. Yeah, I'm about to join the pirate gang, I think, this Thursday. As long as you guys have room and everything. If you don't, it's cool. I'm not sweating it. Yeah, Thursday, Mark. That's when I'm gonna join up if they have room. If they don't, I'll join Sunday. And if they don't, I'll join the next week. It don't matter. Mrs. Nugent is patient. She's gotta be to deal with you. No, I'm just kidding. Mark says, are there any hero classes that go a Bone Storm at the start of battle? Want to use it on my Triple Eye of Argus team. At the start of battle. I don't know, dude. I know that doesn't... There's definitely some classes that have a Doomstorm. Which one would it be? Like, let's think. Hold on. Is it Slayer? There's definitely some with a Bone Storm. I just can't remember exactly how they say it. This is not the one. I guess this doesn't have a Bone Storm. Which one is it? There's... Maybe Plague Lord. Yeah, this is it. So it's Chaos. Sudden Doom. Create a Doomstorm at the start of battle. So any class with the Chaos tree. So you can go in here, go to class, hit triangle or whatever, go to talent tree, go to Chaos. That'll bring up all the classes with the Bone Storm at the start of battle. The best one is probably Archmagus, especially if you have a purple team. But for Eye of Argus, maybe Plague Lord. Remember when I used Plague Lord for a Baldur team when we didn't have a blue weapon? It's kind of the... Yeah, I would say Plague Lord would be your best bet for the Eye of Argus thing. As far as classes that have a bones or any kind of Skull Storm at the start of battle, Archmagus is the best. Then Plague Lord. Then it's like they're all kind of crappy after that. Diabolus has Fireblade too, though, so it's probably a third. Maybe Doomsayer next. Nightweaver's pretty poopy, and Sorcerer's pretty poopy. Sana says, yeah, we all take our time. Why rushing when you'll get there eventually? Especially in this game. This is a game you play a couple hours every day. They put new stuff in the game every week. It's not a game you're going to beat. It's not a game you're going to see the credits. It's hard on achievement hunters because some of the achievements are built around things where you have to play the game for like a year. Like, it's not a good game for people that are just trying to rush through it. No speedrunners, achievement hunters, people that just trying to beat a game. It's not a good game for those people. It's better for people that want a free game to play every day that's interesting, that adds new stuff all the time, that has cool mechanics, yeah, that's who it's for. All those other people have a rough time. Achievement hunters have a rough time. People that are speedrunners have a rough time. People that just want to beat it and move on to the next game, they have a rough time. It's not good for them. They just quit. They'll quit after a month or two. Sometimes they last 6 or 7 months, but that's usually what I see. If they come into the chat and they say they're an achievement hunter, they don't last long. They're gone after 9 months max. Patience rant. It's tempting to switch to Purple Dark Order. You get gold marks, man. Like, can I get some? While I'm thinking about it, we had some yesterday, right? So you go to your orange diamonds. Look, ooh, I can get 32 there. It's doubled. I gotta do that. I gotta remember to do that. I don't even think my team's. I think my team's pretty good too. Yeah, this team is nice. I might do this real fast. Professor just made the stream longer. I should probably do this because I'll forget if I don't do it now. We got a lot of yellow and purple. We got extra turn. Let's throw these up. This isn't my fastest team, but it works. Usually. Come on. So all you do is you throw up these hourglasses, and then you blow up. You know, if you got King of the Ravens next, if you got purple next to an hourglass gem, you do King of the Ravens. If you have green next to an hourglass gem, you do Leprechaun. Just kind of chip them down with extra turn and damage. Once you get it going, it goes. Usually. Alright, here we go. Throw this up. Check that it's next to purple. Bang. We got some next to green. Bang. Let's take this. Let's do this. Let's throw this up. And when we don't have King of the Ravens or Leprechaun, we just try to match them. There we go. It's next to purple. Extra turn. Let's throw them up. This will probably hit it. And we can do this. And then that. For some reason it's okay, it's still okay. Let's get rid of that. Let's throw these up. Then do this. It's got next to green. Let's throw them up. We have this right here. Ooh, we got that. Can I make this happen twice? Yes. So I can go here, and then here. Get rid of this. Throw these up. Guess do this. Ooh, I had a blue extra turn I could have took. Grab that, I guess. There we go. Bang. It's like one of those teams where you just kind of, you're guaranteeing a win. So it might take me, maybe I won't do all 5 of them. Getting some good VP though, I'm going to end up with some good gold marks. And this is all from being in the right alliance. I chose the Dark Order, basically because Mark chose the Dark Order, but ended up being in the best one, and now we get extra gold marks. So we all know how this works, right? We had Citadel Wars yesterday, we won yesterday, and now whatever restriction that was in, you'll get gold marks when you do the little 5 battles instead of silver marks. So I'm definitely doing this tonight. I'm going to do 4 more. I'm going to get 32 gold marks just from that. 5 fights. That's on top of like the gold marks I already got for the Citadel Wars, where I beat the Citadel Guardian, did the 3 fights. You know, you get gold marks. We got gold marks before they even put in Citadel Wars. Like, let's check the other ones. Silver, silver. There's gold again. I could do Merfolk. There's another 16. That's like 50 extra gold marks today, just for being in the Dark Alliance. But it shows you next to the 5 fights, whether it's gold marks or silver marks. If you're not in the winning alliance, you'll never have those. So I got them in Fae right now and Merfolk. So I'm going to do both of those tonight. Just like I always do. Like, you see me on stream, I give you guys teams. I'm trying to help you on stream. Like, when I'm not on stream, I'm doing regular stuff that you guys are doing. Like, I'm doing XP Booster, Adventure Board Dungeon. I'm doing gold marks on the freaking orange diamonds. I'm doing invasion, or, you know, everything. Yoke says, I think there are a couple of classes that have a doom start at the start of battle. Yep. We went over that. Professor nailed it. Chaos Tree, Sudden Doom Talent. Alright, Stacy, have a good day. Stay safe, Sana. Take care, Russet. Mark says, Sana, go test drive your Diamantinas and let us know how it drives. Yeah, pretty much just use it like Stellarix until you get Stellarix. You know, it's more of a one-shot. Diamantina, you want to one-shot. Like, Stellarix, you can cast it multiple times because it will loop. It'll at least get itself back up type of stuff. Diamantina you want to use where you know you can one-shot. So make sure you have, like, a Bone Storm. You really have to set the team up right with the Diamantina, or you're going to be not impressed. So you can't put a Cynthia on the bottom because she'll make a Light Storm, and there goes your Bone Storm, and now Diamantina won't hit as hard. So if you're using a Cynthia, you really have to like put it up top and put Diamantina under it. Just make sure kind of Diamantina... Like, you could do the Empress and Diamantina thing. Put Diamantina in last slot. You know what you were doing with your little Queen Beatrix thing? Instead of Queen Beatrix, do Diamantina. Sana. I bet you that would work. Take off your Queen Beatrix, put on Diamantina, try your team that you showed us. But put Diamantina instead of Queen Beatrix. Then you can cast Empress on Diamantina. The Bone Storm will definitely be there because Diamantina's in last slot, and that's how storms work. But give it a try. Try it with your Queen Beatrix Empress team. Sudden Doom. Plague Lord. Everybody's gonna go eat. Beg for Mercy's here. What up, dude? Jets is here. We're out of here, but hi and bye. Good to see you guys. I always like seeing you guys, making sure you're still alive. Not that you haven't been here, but just, you know, now I know. Now I gotta start the timer again. If you disappear for 3 weeks, I'm gonna think you're in a ditch somewhere. So now you get 3 weeks. You're on like the second day or something. Now you're on the 0 day. But anyway, I'll see you guys. Like, share, subscribe. Consider joining. Helps a lot. Tell your good about the channel, comment below. Chapters. If you just got here, we got chapters. You should be able to go find anything you're looking for. I think except for Citadel Wars. I did that at the very end and forgot to do a chapter, but everything else should have chapters. I'll see you Thursday for the new account playthrough. We got Roam. We're going to start crushing stuff. Maybe Underworld, maybe Dungeon, stuff like that. Adventure Board, SOULFORGE. So, see ya on Thursday. Unless you want to check out EverQuest, give me a little like, help me out. That'd be cool. But that's what I'm doing tomorrow. Friday, we got Bounty Event. 9:30 a.m. EST main account. Saturday, we got Spoilers, 9:30 a.m. EST main account. Sunday is new account playthrough again, 9:30 a.m. EST. So that's the schedule. Let's all go eat. Thanks for joining me today. Sana, Mark, Anita, the Professor, Jets was here today. Beg for Mercy was here. Stacy, got Professor, we got Sana, we got Russet Fox, we got Stacy. We got Yoke. Anita, Russet, Sana, Stacy, Professor, Anita, Yoke. The more you chat, the more shoutouts you get. RC was here today. RC Duce. Russet Fox, Stacy, Dez, the Enforcer. Get well soon. Chad with the 2. Stacy, Yoke. Anita with the gifted, thank you so much. Helping Sana. She partied a little bit too hard and she was having trouble. And then Mark ran out there because he's a knight in shining armor. And then Anita, of course, girl power. We were kind of a mess today by the train. We were just kind of sorting ourselves out. Professor Mark, Yoke, Maka, Felix was here. Maka Felix. Chad with the 2, he ran out there too. He was a freaking knight in shining armor. Sana says, I'm feeling better now, and she gifted another one. Mark, knight in shining armor. And yeah, or whatever, what's the other way around? Who cares? We got Anita, Sana, Mark, and Chad. Who could have guessed? No, I'm just kidding. Love you guys, you're the best. Have a great day. Peace out. See you Thursday or tomorrow.